What is up, guys? I am excited to present this to you today. It is a path. It is a method. All right. It's a game-changing method that could change your life. I want it to change your life. And guess what? Here's the crazy thing. Regardless of your situation, your life, your job, the people who you serve, your responsibilities, your stressors, you name it, you can apply this right now today, and it's going to allow you to make health an asset. It's going to allow you to take back charge of something that you feel is so far away, but in reality, after watching this video, it's right there. It's right there at your fingertips. So let's dive right in. Before we do, understand this is a method that I've lived for over a decade. It's a method that has helped over 200 plus men. You're going to want to grab something to write with. You're going to want to grab something to write on. Take some notes. Again, by the end of this call, your perspective of health is going to change immensely. Let's dive right in, guys. So here's the deal, men. If you're struggling with finding time for your health, you're going to want to listen up. All right. This is a game-changing cheat code. It's simple, too. If you're having problems staying consistent with the nutrition and the fitness, you're going to want to take extra notes. All right. Because I don't know too many men who aren't having these issues before they hop on this method. All right. If your energy levels are low, again, this seems to be a controlled variable with men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're doing all these things, but their energy is so low they can't attack their health. All right. Confusion about the right workouts, the right nutrition plan. This is for you. Self-accountability, right? As men, we think we can do it all by ourselves. I get it. But guys, in order for you to walk down that new path, right, to where your goals are right there, you're going to need someone to help you learn the self-accountability piece. All right. And the last thing is this: stress, right? The stress levels are high for everybody. Okay. So if you're struggling with all these things or one of these things or a couple, this is definitely the method for you, the 117 method. All right. So here's the deal. I want to set aside some protected time, okay? So I know you got a lot going on, but this video, it's going to be a long video, but there's going to be a lot of value in it, all right? We are going to destroy every single limiting belief that you have about optimizing your health. I don't care if it's time, money, whatever it is, we're going to destroy it, all right? As I had said before, it's a proven method. It has helped over 200 men. But understand, everybody wants it now. That's not what this program is. Anybody can lose any amount of weight in a specific amount of time, but can you keep it off? This is not a quick fix program. It's a lifestyle. And I think the big piece here, it's not transformation. It's sustaining the transformation, making this a lifelong just lifestyle, okay? So the game plan for the video, it's very simple, okay? Level 1, we're going to talk about your biggest struggles and why your health is struggling. Level 2, we're going to dive right in. We're going to dissect the 117 method. I get excited talking about it right now. I can't wait for you guys to see this, okay? And then level 3, most importantly, how can you incorporate this method into your specific life? So there's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of methods out there. Very cookie cutter. All right. This is not cookie cutter. The system, okay, it's very simple. Okay. But it's going to fit into each person's life differently. But how you apply it is going to be the game-changing lever that we have to pull if we're wanting to make health an asset. All right. So at the end of the video, as I had said earlier, you're going to see that the 117 method is the solution to all your struggles. All those years, all the plans that you tried, right? All the $69.99 programs, all that nonsense, done. Now we have something that, like I said, is proven. Okay. There's no guesswork, right? At EliscoFit, there's no guesswork whatsoever. Imagine the time. Right? The spinning of the wheels, all the time you waste wondering, thinking, trial and erroring. Okay. I think that's great. Right. But you have something that's proven. It's already stood the test of time. Okay, the results they're there. And I want you guys to see this. It's going to be crazy because your dream, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to put on muscle, do the same, whatever it is, okay? It's right there. All right? The limiting beliefs surrounding that, gone. We're going to do that today in this video. All right? So let's dive in even further. So level 1, okay, the truth on why you're staying stuck. Okay? So everybody gets stuck, but we don't want to stay stuck. And here's the thing. We never really unpack why we're staying stuck. So I want you guys, as you guys can see over here in the picture, health is a puzzle. And for the most part, the puzzle pieces they're not going to change, right? You got your nutrition, you got your mindset, you got your fitness, right? You got all those big puzzle pieces. Okay? But see, a lot of you may only have 1 or 2 or 3, and you're missing them. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we need to identify which puzzle pieces are needed. Because when we don't do that, we waste time. And see, a lot of people say, well, I don't have time. I don't have money. All the years you've spun your wheels, not having the solutions, is there a price tag on that? 100%. You need to identify what that price tag is. Okay, so if there were a way to accelerate, right, you getting where you want to get, but not just accelerating it, but staying there and getting even better. I mean, wouldn't you sign up for that? I mean, it sounds amazing just thinking about it, okay? So understand the only way to complete the puzzle and keep it together is to find a method that's simple and applicable. That's the word, applicable. I can line up 100 people and this method will fit into their specific life. How many methods are out there that do that allow you to sustain the gains and results that you're about to get? Not many, okay? The method 117, we're going to break it down. So get ready again. Take notes on this, guys. So another key contributor, okay, is once you have the puzzle pieces, okay? So you found them. There they are, right? You got the puzzle pieces. Picture you're trying to put the puzzle together. Got the pieces. How do you put them together, though? And see, that is the key. We can talk macronutrients till we're blue in the face. How many carbs, this and that, right? Which workouts, what's your sets, what's your reps? All these components that go along with the workouts, right? But how do you put it together? How does it look in your life? See, how does it look in your life? It's going to look different for me than it is you because we got different goals. We got different stressors. So that is the beauty of health and fitness. Once we identify all that, then we can figure out the puzzle pieces. Then we can put them together. And I talked about this earlier. Transformations are fantastic. Anybody can do it. But how many people can stay at the mountaintop and continue to climb? Meaning sustain it. Okay? So the habits that have been working against you for years, all of a sudden they're going to be working for you. All right? And you should be excited when I say that. So before we dive into the 117 method here is probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of information out there, right? And a lot of the information that's out there is nonsense. It's incorrect. It's not fact. It's not proven. So in order for you to fully grasp this, you're going to need to have an open mind here. You're almost going to have to unlearn some things that you think are true, when in reality they're not. Okay? So as I said to you earlier in the video, I've used this for over a decade. Okay? And here's the coolest thing. Whether you want to burn fat, lose some weight, you want to get ripped or shredded or jacked, or you want to put on mass, or you want to do all that at the same time, meaning you want to lose some weight and get ripped, or lose some fat and put on, doesn't matter. The 117 method will apply regardless. Okay, so if I haven't got your attention yet, that should have gotten your attention. Regardless of your goal, guys, this method can be applied to your life and your goals. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so Dissecting, we're on level 2 now, okay? Dissecting the 117 method at EliscoFit. This is where life changes, okay? So there's all these complex systems that are out there, methods that are, do this. This is simple. It's 3 steps, okay? 3 pillars, so to speak, all right? Think of a home. This is your foundation now, okay? So there's 168 hours in a week. It's the same for you. It's the same for me, okay? 1 hour. 1 hour is all that we need for food prep. So think about this. In 168 hours, I'm asking you to find 1 hour to where you can prep your food. And you do that. The other 167 hours of the week are won. There's no guesswork. 1 hour wins the other 167. Simple, right? Sounds too good to be true. We'll talk about it. The next one, 1 hour of protected time daily for movement. Now, here's where everybody freaks out. Oh, well, what about off days? What about this? I'm on a 4-day split, a 5-day split. Listen, the protected time daily for the movement doesn't have to be clanging the weights every day. Doesn't have to be high intensity interval training. Doesn't need to be low steady. It's movement. So it might require you, based off your goals. Here we go again, goals, because it's not cookie cutter. Based off your goals, that maybe you hit the weights 4 times a week. Maybe we do cardio once a week, high intensity. And then the other 2, you're doing very low, steady state cardio, walks, 35, 40-minute walks, right? And then doing that twice in a day and you're hitting your hour or an hour walk, whatever it is. But 1 hour of protected time daily for movement. Okay, so think about it. If you're up 16 hours a day, right? One of those hours, let's find the time. Okay, and then the last piece is this. You do this 7 days a week. There's no guesswork for your fitness and nutrition. Okay, so this time that a lot of you say you don't have, you're making the time, and in reality, I'm going to show you, you're actually going to create more time because there's less guesswork, there's less decisions. Okay, and we'll break this down a little bit more, right? But the first one, so the first step, okay, with that hour of food prep, we got to find a 1 hour window, okay, where the food for your customized meal plan at EliscoFit that I create, okay, will be prepared. I like to do it on the weekend. It seems easiest, right? Some of you guys work on the weekend. I get that. But the reason why the weekend is good is because when you do it on the weekend, okay, you can really plan for the week ahead. To whereas if you did it on a Wednesday, it might be a little bit difficult. But again, it's based off your schedule. So find the hour, okay? That's the first thing, okay? My hour might be different than yours, but it's there. You can't tell me, nobody can tell me of the 168 hours in a week, you can't find one to prepare food like what you see in this picture. No guesswork. All my macros in that picture, done. Like, done, baby, okay? That's where we need to live. Now, the grocery list gets created. I create that for you, okay? You do the shopping. Now, rather than thinking every day, what am I going to eat? What's the menu? It's already done because you prepared it. And the food's not going to go bad, right? It never had the problem, okay? That's a myth in itself. And the food's just as good, okay? It's how you cook it, right? But each meal is well thought out. And that's the first thing we do at EliscoFit. We talk about your goals. We talk about the food, right? The why, the how, the what, okay? And each meal it's locked in. It's dialed in, man. And that's going to help you get to your goals, okay? We talk about right here, the macronutrients. There's no movement here. Controlled variable, right? You go back to school and science projects, the controlled variable is something that never changes. Your macronutrients align with your goals. They shouldn't be changing, okay? And we talk about that later. But this ensures when you plan ahead, you're going to get your fuel, not just for your day, but for your workouts, right? That hour workout, which is what we're going to talk about now, all right? So the second one is we have to find an uninterrupted, protected hour for daily movement. Now, I'll take my life, for instance. I have 2 sons, 10 and almost 13. I have a wife, okay? We wake up extra early so that we can get the hour in before the kids are up and moving, whether they're in school or it's the weekend. Okay? So you hear it all the time. Wake up earlier. It's true. Some of you like to work out in the evening. That's on you. You still have to find that uninterrupted, protected hour for movement. Okay? And as I said, the movement can be different. It doesn't have to be weight training 7 days a week. All right? Just like the nutrition plan, there's a customized workout plan. Okay? There's a scope and sequence, meaning, okay, there's an overall picture as to what we're trying to accomplish because your goal. And there's a sequence in the way we attack it. Okay? So having that in place really allows us to understand the value of finding that hour of movement every day. Okay? Now, what about recovery? So many people freak out. What about recovery? I want to rest. Listen, if we're trying to build our metabolism, right? We're trying to get our body working for us when we're not even moving. Okay? It's going to require movement. I'm not saying that every day you got to go crazy. Okay? But walks. I take a walk every single day. And this is just an example. It's called active recovery. It is a real thing. Okay? As we get older, it's good to keep the joints lubricated. It's good to keep the muscles, warm and moving. And it doesn't tax the central nervous system, meaning it's not going to hurt our mindset. It's not going to hurt us. It's not going to be detrimental to our gains. If anything, it's good for mental health. Okay? And I'm going to say this right now. Apple a day keeps the doctor. I'll tell you right now, a walk a day will help you keep the doctor away. I'm telling you. Okay? So that 1 hour, so let's take it for instance, I talked about this earlier. If you're up 16 hours a day, meaning you're sleeping for 8, okay? 1 hour of the 16 is about 6% of your day. 6% of your day. So let's backtrack. Okay? I don't even know what the percentage is. I think it's like 0.00005%. It's not even 1% of your day, of your week is for food prep. 6% a day for movement? I mean, again, we can find this time. We just have to break down your schedule. Okay? And then obviously the last piece here, when steps 1 and 2 are put into play on a weekly basis. So there's that consistency thing again, okay? Some of you guys struggling with consistency. This is how we attack it, okay? This ensures there's zero guesswork. Okay? We're not just trying to hit the bullseye on the dart, but we're hitting it, okay? Because a lot of you, when you're throwing those darts, you're not even coming close to the dartboard because you're guessing too much. You got all these different ways of throwing them, and the darts, they're not the same darts every day. Well, now we got the right darts. We have the bullseye right there, and we're flinging them, baby, okay? This helps sustainability, guys, which is a big word. Should be a mainstay word in your household. Habits, not emotions. Okay? You got your stress. You got low energy. Okay? And then all of a sudden, it gets emotional. Well, the habits kick in. And now all of a sudden, we're eating properly for energy. Our body's working for us. Right? Our anchor instead of work is our health. And in turn, everything around us, everyone around us, prospers. Okay? So again, the ultimate goal when taking your health from a liability to an asset are the systems. They need to be pillared. Okay? If you follow the 1-1-7 method, here's the awesome part. Okay? Here's the awesome part. If you get consistent with this, steps 1 and 2 are in place, and then 7 falls right in there. You can have a cheat meal. You can have 2. You can have 3. You can have desserts. But we have to make this change to where the habits are allowing our body to work for us. Then we have a little bit more autonomy to do some of the things that we used to do, right? We can have the desserts. We can go out for dinner here and there. It's not the end of the world. You can still do that, right? All right. So let's go into level 3. This one is important, okay? Incorporating the 1-1-7 method at EliscoFit into your life. Right? I already have it in my life. We need to get it in your life, men. Okay, here are the facts. Men are busy. They want simple, they want results. So a lot of people dependent on us. We're career men. Some of us are fathers, husbands, right? We got a lot going on. So how do we fit this into your life? Okay. So again, it's called foundation. Okay. Regardless of what you got going on, this is a foundational method that's immovable if you apply it properly. Okay. So again, it doesn't matter how many kids you have. If you travel 20 out of 30 days and you're out of a suitcase, you still implement these strategies, right? The 117 method. Okay. And it's not a quick fix. I told you this. So if you're looking to like shed the weight and get in and out, which by the way, you're not going to be able to sustain that because every single method that does it that way, the minute you reintroduce certain foods, you blow up. Okay. It's a lifestyle. So if you start attacking health as if there is no end and that it's a lifestyle and that it's ongoing, you will get where you want to get and you'll go farther. Okay. And this method really hones in on that. Okay. It really stands apart from a lot of this nonsense that's out there. All right. So, I mean, you got one of my guys here, Mike. I mean, he came to me and it was health was a liability. Right. And he incorporated this right here, this method. And all of a sudden it's an asset. He's got more time. Businessman, father, husband. I mean, he's got more time. Okay. So yes, it's possible. And I want you to believe that it's possible because these limiting beliefs are really getting in the way of your dreams. It's there for you guys. It's right there. It's just you need a method like 117 in your life. All right. So think about it this way. Okay. And I'm not big on math, but I really wanted to break this down to you. Okay. Here is why the 117 method just fits into life. Okay. When you look at your week, what does it say here? I mean, 0.005952% of your week is meal prep. So that you can win the other 99.994048% of the week. I mean, who wouldn't sign up for that? Who wouldn't sign on the dotted line? I mean, that is insane. But again, this limiting belief that it takes forever, and it does take forever when you don't plan. I mean, you need to start treating your health, gentlemen, the way you do your business and your bank accounts. When you look at your bank, you plan. You got these investments, you got these stocks, right? You have these systems. Why is it different with your health? Why is it different from your health? Put X away, get X return on investment. It's the same thing with your health. Invest an hour, right? Win the other 167. Who would not sign up for that? And then in terms of movement, you mean to tell me that 93.75% of the day I'm doing my thing and only 6.25% of the day I need to do some movement? Think about that. Just think about that. You times that by 7, guys, you're looking at 43. I can't even put the numbers together. It's insane. 6.25% of your day movement. Okay, so it's not that you don't have time. It's that you're not making time. And you're not squeezing every ounce out of your day and out of your week to get this method implemented. And I'm telling you, once you get it implemented, the habits, those bad boys are going to kick in when you don't want to do it. No longer is it emotions, it's habits. And that's why if we go all the way to the back, all the way to the front of this video, it talks about consistency. Don't have enough time. This does it. Okay? So again, no schedule is 100% similar. We got a lot going on. All of us, I got a different life than you, but understand, okay, we find the open times to protect, and then we organize the meal plan and workouts to cater to each person's schedule. Okay? So here's the deal. I mean, my gosh. I mean, you guys got to picture the world as like a movie theater. How many people are just sitting in the stands with the popcorn, just watching, wondering, oh, yeah, it looks cool. Why aren't we in the arena? Why aren't we part of the program? Okay? We got way too many spectators. And here's the sad part. It's based off these limiting beliefs that they can't. You can. And as men, we should have it all. We should want it all. We can. The family, the finances, all that stuff. But the health has to be the anchor. Otherwise, all that other stuff, all that other important stuff, it's not sturdy. Foundation isn't set. Okay? So drop the popcorn. Get in the arena. That's what we're doing here. Okay? So here's the deal, guys. This good-looking gentleman on the right here. It's simple. The goal here is we're trying to make men savages again. Right? Think back to prehistoric times where we had to go hunt for our food. Right? If something went down, we were ready to protect. Right? We're provide. So what happened? Well, life happened. We're busy. We got this going on. We got this. Okay. But as men, our role is to run you know what. Okay? We own rooms. We don't rent rooms. We got too many men walking into rooms, renting them. Let's own them. And the first thing, whether you want to agree with this or not, the first thing people see when they just meet you is your presence, your aura. When you walk into a room full of people that have never met you, what do they see? Do they shake their head for the wrong reason, or do they shake their head for the right reasons, being like, who is this? Like, should you have to be talking a ton when you enter a room full of people that you've never met before? Or imagine your presence does all the talking. Think about it. All right? This is why EliscoFit was created. 16 years of teaching gone. This just as important as pushing forward young adults in society. I think that's important, but men have lost their way. This is the way we get us back. All right? So here's the deal. There's more to EliscoFit than just the 117 method. All right? We got the weekly check-ins with not just me, but the community. You're collaborating with like-minded people who aren't sitting in the stands with the popcorn. They're in the arena, dominating. And their goals may be different than yours, but at least you're in this forum full of doers. Doers. We need more doers, especially men. We need more men doing. Not just work, not just taking care of the family, but themselves. You have to take care of yourself first. The right kind of selfish. You come first. Because if you're not right, no one's right. Nothing's right. All right? Also, you got access to us, me, the community, 24/7. Troubleshooting, questions, whatever you need. Different levels of support, right? It's a beautiful thing. All right? Access to private apps to where you literally have 100% ownership at your fingertips, right? Your food logging, your workouts, right? Any questions you need with the community, it's all right there. I mean, we are attached to our phone, so why not bring it to you through the phone? Okay. Obviously, you got to do your workouts and you got to make the meals and stuff. But unbelievable that all of a sudden, right, we can get whatever we need through the two private apps. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Along with that, the last thing I'll tell you is monthly audits. So as a former teacher, monthly audits on the nutrition, the fitness, the weight, the goals, okay? That way we're ensuring that you're staying on track. That way we're ensuring that you're applying the 117 method every single day, every single week. And then all of a sudden, we start stacking days and weeks and months and years. And that goal that we had a long time ago, we crushed. And we've moved on to bigger and better things. And here's the last piece. We've made our health an asset rather than a liability. We made it contagious. And people all of a sudden are like, what are you doing? And this is something that you can show them, that you can help them apply, okay? So the results are guaranteed. Again, I've lived it for over a decade. Over 200 plus men have just, they've dominated with this method, okay? But you still got to show up. You still got to do the work, all right? So my hope is that as you've watched this video, you've got a ton of value. My hope is that these limiting beliefs that you had, keyword had, past tense, they're gone. And that you feel empowered. you feel as if you can do this, because that's the goal. You can do this. All right. And I want to help you. And if you feel the 117 method is something that you want to apply to your life, I love it. Reach out to me on Instagram. Okay. And I'd be happy to have a conversation, meet with you, and see how we can fit 117 into your life. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. Again, you guys need anything, hit me up on Instagram. Hope you guys enjoyed this.